Well, hello my friend and welcome to Breakfast with Sergio. In this episode, let's talk about doing an audit of your artist brand in 2020. Well, hello my friend, welcome back to Breakfast with Sergio. I'm here sitting by the chimney today, just enjoying a little bit of a nice looking tea, green tea, which is my favorite, and also mint tea. Sometimes I actually mix the two, the mint tea and also the green tea together, for a better flavor. Well, my friend, let's talk about branding, right? Branding for artists, and this idea of doing an audit of your the artist brand in 2020. And by brand, I don't mean your logo. This is a logo. This is Breakfast with Sergio logo, right? But when I talk about your artist brand, I'm not talking about your artist logo or your signature. What I'm talking about is the brand. When I talk about it, it means how people see you, how people remember you, how people differentiate you from everybody else, right? From all the other artists in the world, on Instagram, on social media, everywhere else, what's the difference between you and all of the other ones, right? So that is your brand, right? Having a clear brand in 2020 is going to be paramount to your success as well. Having a clear brand is going to be very important for you. It was important before, but I believe it's going to be even increasingly more important as we continue to move to an online world, which is fast-paced, which it changes in a second. One person is hot one day and then another is the next day, and so on, right? So having a clear brand will kind of help you to attract the right person that connects with you, to find more collectors, galleries, and so on, because it's easy to find you. One, it's easy to get who you are and what you do very quickly. So that's why a brand, a clear brand and a clean brand is very important in 2020. So let's talk a little bit about what can you do, right, as you start the year 2020 to really audit and clean up your artist brand. One of the first things you can do, you can go to Instagram and audit your posts. In other words, you can go to your post and look at any posts that are out of brand, that doesn't seem to fit with the rest. It's okay to delete. You can go click on that post. There's a little 3 dots on the top right hand side. You click on it, says edit, or there's also one says delete. You can delete a post that's no longer part of your brand, or that doesn't seem to fit with your brand. Maybe you had made a post about a show that you saw in Vegas or something, and you thought it was cool and it was great, but it has nothing to do with you, with your art, and what you are known for, what you want to be remembered for. So go back and delete it. That's what's an audit. And I have done that. Actually, I did that half into the 2019 year. I went in and I deleted tons of posts that were not really on my brand. And particularly last year, I decided to really clean it up and paying a lot more attention to that. So that's something you can do as you start the year. I know many of you, I follow many artists, and I get contacted by many artists, and I know sometimes I go and I visit an artist and I wish this artist could understand the value of a nice, clean brand that people could connect to really quickly. So clean it up. Ask yourself, if I wasn't me, right, would I follow myself on Instagram, right? Knowing what I know about art right now and artists, would I even follow myself? And if the answer is, well, I'm not sure, then you know that something's off brand and you need to take care of it. So that's the first thing you can do. Now, second thing you can do is your bio. Look at your Instagram bio, or anywhere that you have your bio, any other platform that you have out there, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, that little sentence that sometimes, describes you. It's very important. Pay attention to that, right? Don't just put your name, art. Clean it up. See what is it that you want to be known for, what you want to be differentiated for, right? And you can be clever with that. I've seen some really cool ones as well. But more importantly is, make sure that it's on brand, right? It is kind of what you want to be known for, remembered for. In my case, for example, I want to be known and remembered for 3 things, right? There's only 3 things that everything that I do relate to those 3 things. One, of course, I'm an artist, right? I'm an artist, it's very important. So every platform that you go, whether you find me on Instagram or on Facebook or on LinkedIn or on Twitter, you're gonna see my art in a very consistent basis. Just about every day, something related to my art goes out to my platforms, right? Second thing is I'm also a curator and I own a gallery. So you will also find those things that I'm working on, projects that I'm working on, or promotions related to the exhibitions that I'm putting together right now, and so on, right? So you will find that, again, in a very consistent basis. And the third thing is I'm an art career coach, right? I help artists succeed in their art career. So you will find in all my platforms, again, sometimes a quote or a Breakfast with Sergio video like this one, or a mini 1-minute video, or something that I can help one artist out in the world, right? Because I love helping artists. So those are the 3 things that you will find on all my social medias, and you will find them in consistency. And you never see like 10 posts about my art and then 1 about the gallery and then 10 posts about my art again. There's always nice consistency. So you will see, that variety of those 3 things that I want to be known and remembered for and differentiated from everyone else, right, in my posts. So think about yourself. Maybe you're an artist who does painting and photography, right? Or maybe you do other things too, and that relates to your art, right? It relates to the umbrella of your art career, right? Of your brand. So think about that. Think about how you're going to approach it, how you're going to position it. Positioning is very important, right? So that people understand. And the third thing, my friend, you want to do to audit, your brand in 2020 is you want to also think about your message, right? What's your message? What you are all about, right? What you care for, right? And I'm not talking about your art statement, although it's connected to your art statement, because your art statement should reflect, your interest as an artist and the things that you are trying to achieve, or the ideas that you want to talk about with your work, right? So that's part of that, but it's more than that, right? It's actually a cleaner version of that for massive consumption, so that people understand your message. So think about those things. And I'm gonna add a bonus, a 4th one, a quick bonus there. Is if you want some help for that, make sure you go back to Breakfast with Sergio and you will find an episode with Carrie Lennon. Carrie Lennon is an amazing brand expert. She has worked with multi-million-dollar brands, and we sat together and we actually did a podcast, and we did a Breakfast with Sergio episode where we talk about branding, how that applies to us as artists. You gotta check it out as you start 2020 to make sure that you are positioning yourself the right way, with how you're putting yourself out in the world, because my friend, again, that's going to be even most important for the new year. So thanks so much for watching this episode, my friend. I hope that you take the time to clear your brand, to clean your brand, right, to position yourself correctly for the new year, and to audit what you have done in the past. So thanks for watching. Please share this episode with all your friends. Have a great day. Goodbye.